woke up at 6 AM, we left at 6:20 AM after a few quick jobs at the farm, and we've had a little bit of rain overnight. We'll have to see what that does to the track when we get there.
We're heading to the grass up top. Excellent. Radio, have a good weekend.
There are concrete pit bays at Whilton Mill. It's about 40 quid, but we prefer to go for the free grass because it just keeps a little more in the budget and helps me keep racing.
So, Dad's built the cart and I've got changed into my race stuff. We're just going down to scrutineering now. Hopefully we don't get pulled up on anything.
Well done, sir.
We passed scrutineering and we're just fueling up for the first session.
Okay, so a little bit of a plan for today.
Okay.
The layout is you've got 4 practice sessions, then timed qualifying is the last thing this afternoon.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Anything that we particularly want to work on today?
I just want to work on and trying nailing down those corners, just trying to make sure I get the braking zone, just trying to stitch a lap together.
Consistency, yeah? Because the thing here with Whilton Mill,
Yeah.
it's quite a technical track because one corner flows into the next. It's not individual corners, each one flows one to the other. So if you get one wrong, you lose 4 or 5 corners, don't you?
Exactly.
So, okay, so we're looking at trying to get the consistency up between those laps.
Yeah.
We've got really mixed conditions potentially here. I mean, the minute it's dry, we've had a little bit of rain overnight. We're going to go and do a track walk in a bit.
Okay.
But I think we've probably got potentials of rain showers coming through the day. So where it might be on slick, it's then going to be wet with slicks. Depends whether they've got time to swap over, etc. Alright?
Alright, okay.
All good?
Yeah.
Happy to nail it today?
Let's give it
Let's
a
go
shot.
P1 for quality.
Hopefully. I'm just looking for where the grip's at. Hopefully. We know we're pretty late on, so it'll dry out, but it's very, very useful to know where the grip's at even before there's been karts on the circuit.
You're pretty used to this track as well, so you know where the brake points are, your brake markers, just checking that none of those have moved really, isn't it? Or, you know, curbs being repainted, for example, can give you problems, can't they, on your track walk?
In the dry I use the Marshall post, so hopefully that's not going anywhere in the next few years.
Driver's briefing. Attention paddock, driver's briefing.
Hey buddy,
Yeah?
just a couple of installation laps to start off with, yeah, to make sure everything's good, set, and ready to go. Now you're going to be first out pretty much, the rest of the grid are going to be trying to catch up with you. So just take your time, remember it's just practice, not fighting. Get those installation laps in, get some temp in the tyres and then see what we can do. And then we'll get some baseline figures for the rest of the day, yeah?
Okay.
Cracking, let's do it. There is a driver disappointed with the result.
I just feel like I should be higher up because I tried to set a few flyers, but
Yeah. Okay, so looking at this run, we ended up in, let's have a look, 22nd. Okay, you had a personal best on that session of 50.8. All right.
yeah.
The very, very front guys 49.6. We were 1.2 from the front. Okay. Now your personal best was set on lap 7, where there was quite a few personal best sets. The track was developing all the way through that.
Yeah.
You've got to remember that the tyres that you're on are not just practice tyres, they're quite a bit older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done quite a lot of set time on these tyres, so we've got some more grip to find later when it comes to qualifying.
Right.
Yeah? I think elsewhere we've got some other bits of development going on with the track and that side. Look into the data a bit more. Alright? You were up in the top 10 up until about lap 4, and then some of the other guys, their tyres carried on getting better and they got more grip and they improved from there. Where we didn't, we stabilised out at that point. We're getting like 1 or 2 tenths, they were gaining like 4 or 5 tenths as that grip and track progressed. So that's where we lost out, alright? But otherwise it was a good session, so what are we going to do next? The next cycle, before the next race?
Look at the data,
Yes.
I guess.
Got to download the data, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're also going to do what else with the car?
Maybe give it a little bit of a clean up.
Clean up and check everything through, make sure nothing's come loose.
Oh, right, yeah.
All good, make sure that the wheels haven't slid in, which this one has. This one's slid in, so that's not going to have helped our lap times later on because it should be, without setup, should be flush at the end there. And this is why we do these checks, that should be flush at the end. And on this one, we can see that we've got a little bit of a step going on there. So that's maybe why our lap time started to drop a little bit. We were 12.3 last time, 12.2, 12.6. So we've got a little bit more top end to find up there. And that's why we've lost, what we lost, a tenth or two in through Christmas. A quick look at the data, and in fact, we've just realised, even though you weren't necessarily happy with the result, what have you managed to do?
I'm an entire 100th quicker.
Than your personal best for 2025 at this track. So, what you thought was bad is actually potentially quite good. So, there you go.
What are you doing, Dad?
This one had slid in about 5-10 mil, something like that, during that last race.
Yep.
And my thinking is what's happened is, if we look at it, you can see there's a load of oil in here. It's come from the chain. It works its way out, the chain or the bearings probably. So all I'm going to do is just use a little bit of brake cleaner on there. Just to clean that up. Get rid of that oil off that. Do the same inside the hub. Just there, so just do the same in that. And then hopefully just degrease those bits, and then that will then lock a bit better. Because I think the oil has just been lubing it up, so it's been sliding about.
Alright.
Practice session 2. Yeah?
Yes.
What are we going to do this time?
Brake later.
Try and find that grip point, aren't we? We have more grip than we thought.
Uh-huh.
More grip than we used to, so let's see where we get to with that then.
Uh-huh.
So 2 minutes until you're on the grid?
2.5.
Yeah.
All the mechanics stand on the grandstand that views over the track, staring at their phones, looking at the live timings via the Alpha Race Hub app.
It's now lunch break, but we've had half our lunch, so the thing I'm most upset about is now it's longer till I go back on track. So
Upside is it's going to rain this afternoon in about 2 hours, so it's more likely that you're going to get wet.
what Dad said.
Exactly the same last time. Was it like 100? 26 that time. Yeah. Yeah. So consistency's spot on.
Wow.
Yeah, really good consistency. But we're not finding the improvement that we're looking for, really. Right.
I'd like to be at least 10 down.
Yeah. Well, we can have a look. We weren't losing pace on the straights. Definitely within the corners. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's just gone to go and get some water. Let's get a drink. Yeah. Fair enough. Right. Bit thirsty. It's warm today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so final practice session.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got new tyres on.
Yeah.
No one else has got new tyres, have they? Everybody else is saving their new tyres for qualifying. We're hoping to get some data in. So this is testing. Yeah, what's testing about? Getting data and understanding what's going on, understanding grip levels, that side of things. So that's what we're doing. So we've got new tyres now, and just get that baseline data and go from there, yeah? So let's see what we can do. You can set personal best, 4/10 quicker this start session. See what we can do with this. We're thinking it's going to be a bit slippy to start off with, aren't we? And hopefully grip up, so we'll see what happens.
Busy mixing fuel, so I'll give you a quick rundown on the session myself. 2/10 up, pretty good. We did stick on some new tyres, but we don't really think they made a difference. We just think it was track development. 20-second. Dad says over there it's driver development. I say it's a bit of both. We're just fueling up for qualifying. Let's hope it goes my way. I get some clear track and I can start setting some banging lap times. But the last session I had a lot of traffic. Sure, it was fun, but yeah. Hopefully we can get up that upper part of the grid, but well, if we don't, no bother, we could just climb from the bottom. Always makes for a better underdog race.
That's a storm cloud.
Oh! Storm clouds coming in. We might have a wet qualifying. This is gonna be interesting. Put the wets on. Oh wait, they already are on.
Who knows where this is going to go now?
I'm pretty good in changeover, so this is actually brilliant. Final session of the day over. P25th. Though the fact that didn't help is this has popped up, and the nice
all the way around, weren't you?
and the nice shiny new graphics aren't so shiny anymore. So that's how racing is. Well, it's not even racing, it's qualifying. But that's what happens.
Pushy at the start, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone piled out. There were crashes before anyone exited the grid. A bit of a mess, to be fair, at the start.
We're on our way home now after packing up. It was pretty quick packing up, but 25th isn't bad. I can always race forwards. It's raining now, but sad we didn't have it half an hour earlier. I'm pretty good on slicks and wet. Did a lot of practice in my Honda days. It's raining quite heavily now. The windscreen wipers are on. Tomorrow's a new day after all.
Let's face it, you have problems with your radiator. Managing your engine temperature, you're having to open it every time you hit a curb because the engine rad flap kept shutting on you because it got cracked from where somebody hit you on the second lap and went up and over the back of you. Probably wasn't great.
Yeah, 3 wide into the hairpin. The downhill hairpin. I mean, that was bound to end in contact. I'm just glad I was able to keep racing. So, we're approaching Whilton Mill, and it's becoming more and more obvious that Whilton Mill is probably going to be flooded or extremely wet, because driving past a few ditches, they're full, and the fields next to us are absolutely sodden. So I am expecting, well, we're all expecting Whilton Mill to be very wet. Newsflash, apparently last night all the team tents down the bottom got flooded, which is quite interesting.
And like, yeah.
It's a really nice thing. It's just like it's really sitting there, really focused, really sort of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ace said. It doesn't really picture the way the drivers.
There you go.
Dead, my friend. The day. How long has Mum been filming?
Right. Mum's enjoying filming. You think you're going to be heavier this morning than you were yesterday?
Yeah.
You do?
Think so.
Yeah? Okay.
Maybe. We've had some extra rubber on the car.
That doesn't help. they've probably taken off an equivalent amount of metal off the bottom of the chassis in curves.
Ah, good point.
But do you think we need to go down on the go up on fuel? Increase the fuel load a bit. No.
No.
So nose cone,
Yeah.
unlucky, but also lucky. We only lost 3 places because of the nose cone.
How many did I gain?
You got up
7.
to 18th, so we
Oh,
dropped
that's-
to 21st, I think.
That's bloody decent. I got pincered between the guy in front braking and him ramming me up.
Well, the guy that rammed you from behind,
Yeah.
he almost spun himself in that.
Oh!
Full 90 degrees sideways. The guy behind him hit him and straightened him back out. Yeah, good race, Will. Nice clean moves and some good battles.
Yes, you do.
Let's go!
There's your difference. You're gaining 2/10 through it, roughly.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 to 2/10.
My line works.
Might need to look at your engine jetting slightly. You're 300 RPM down at the top end of Christmas. So we'll look at pulling your jetting on that.
Yep.
What have you fiddled with now?
Slightly in its bumper so it doesn't go down quite so easily.
Really bad. They do it on purpose as well. They break it.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got bumped from behind from 31.
Like that. I mean, we're right. They said that with the experience.
Yeah.
Big final win would be amazing. Somebody said, well, no, the big final. 1, 2.
Sorry? Somebody got pulled on the last session for the exhaust again. Because they got pulled for the exhaust on that last session on heat 1, they're going through everybody again because somebody, it was picked up by secondary scrutineering, not primary scrutineering from my gathering. So they've just decided they're going to go through everyone's exhaust again. So well done for avoiding the puddle splash.
Oh no, I hit it.
You hit it, but you only drifted wide on it. Pretty much everyone else did full 360 on it, mate. It's insane. Yeah, the guy that hit it, I think, was behind you. So everybody behind you spun, and then everybody that came through at the front of the pack spun, and then you managed to hold on through it, thankfully.
goddamn proud of you for pulling that car out of the mud and carrying on going. Bloody well done, mate.
And I got a penalty because of my front wheels.
Right, and you achieved, even if you didn't achieve in position, you achieved, you still finished the race. You could have just given up at that point, but you didn't. That, proper proud. Alright?
Ian, you missed a bit.
Yes, please. You're not driving. I've seen your driving standards out there. Do not think you're getting in this driver's seat, young man.